Some people decided to spend their Saturday supporting proscribed terrorist organisation Palestine Action down in London's Parliament Square. The Met Police, who you can see here getting to work, they did a great job today, by the way. They arrested 42 people, mostly for allegedly showing support to the group, who were proscribed after they broke into RAF Brize Norton and damaged military aircraft last month. Tonight, I won't be focusing on the arrests at today's protest, but actually the calibre of some of the people who did attend it. I wanted to share the footage with you because I think it paints a clear picture of the kind of people we're dealing with when it comes to this growing and, quite frankly, tiresome Israel-Gaza situation. They are radical leftists who have absolutely no concept of reality and who are, in some cases, actually quite nasty. The day kicked off with this guy who ran over to me and tried giving me some journalism tips.
Say what you said to me again. Sorry, just repeat it. So we're recording. You said, Ben...
Don't push a certain narrative.
Okay.
You're a journalist.
Yeah.
You should just be impartial.
What's my narrative?
Be like an observer.
What's my narrative?
You tell me.
No, you came up to me and said, don't spin a narrative. So what's the narrative I'm spinning?
The arrest is happening now. And
right, so you've come up to me and said, don't spin the narrative, but you can't tell me what my narrative is that right?
No, I know
Good.
it, but I want you to
All right.
explain it.
You don't
more.
know it, do you? You don't
And
know
I've heard a little bit, so I want to know
What have you
more.
heard? Tell me what you've heard.
You said that those people are supporting a terrorist organization.
Well, they are. Palestine Action is a proscribed organisation, yes?
At the moment, yes.
Right. So are they supporting a proscribed organisation?
I can't tell. That's up to the police.
Mate, come on. Let's just be straight. You just said they're a proscribed organisation and they're supporting one.
Well, it depends.
So did I tell the truth?
You'll have to go to each one individually and see what they think.
Okay, we'll end it here. I think I've proved my point.
Good luck.
You came up
go
to
and
me.
talk to them.
You came up to me saying I'm spinning a narrative. You couldn't tell me what the narrative
based on
is.
what you said
then you
earlier,
said I'm
yes.
spinning something there when you
Yes.
just agreed it's a fact. So
based on what you said earlier.
all right,
yes.
we'll try again a bit later. Thanks, man. Good luck.
OK, so that was the first guy. Elsewhere, I'm going to suggest that there are actually a few unbalanced people down there today as well, including this guy, who we'll see more of later, who told me I have no soul.
I'm going to say something to you.
Yeah.
Do you believe is there a genocide?
In Gaza?
Yeah.
No.
No. And I believe you. You're not a human. You haven't got a soul in you. I don't want to talk to you.
Oh.
That's all I can say. If
Okay, this is GB News.
I know.
Did you So you only speak to people. So you only speak to people who shares your argument. Is that right?
Excuse me.
You're saying it's not genocide, man. What the heck you want me to say?
I just want to know what your thoughts were. You were talking to me off camera earlier.
My thoughts are from Kashmir to the sea, Palestine and Kashmir, Iran must be free. That's it. You want to hear more?
Yeah, I'd like a chat. Yeah. Which unfortunately spitting on me, but there we go.
No, they don't.
Dangers of the chaff, I suppose.
So I took my soulless body to speak to this next guy who was heckling the fact I worked for GB News off camera. He thought the fact I did so was evil.
Are you nervous? Why are you shaking?
I don't know. When I get in the presence of evil, it makes me slightly anxious sometimes.
Oh, I'm all right. I'm a Christian. I think people who invade military bases in the UK and cause millions of pounds worth of damage, and they have caused millions of pounds.
Why did they do it?
Why did they do it? That's besides the point.
Why did they do it?
Is there an excuse for criminality? Because they're opposing what's going on in Gaza.
If it's in a just cause, of course there is.
Okay, so
what do you think about the suffragettes?
You support
what do you think about
criminality?
the suffragettes?
So we need.
What do you think
this
about
won't
the
work
suffragettes?
unless we have a conversation.
No, it doesn't work because I'm not feeding your narrative.
Well, no, I just want to have a conversation with you, my friend.
That somehow I'm not your friend. I'm really not your friend. Believe me, I am not your friend.
The unpleasantness continued with this lady who was heckling Met Police officers.
But when they didn't oblige, they carry them out by their hands and their feet. A lady there, maybe 50, 60 years old, being taken into the back of the van. Tensions rising here between some media and coppers. Let's see if we can speak to some protest. Do you think what you've just seen there is wrong?
Who's talking to you? Move. Irrelevant.
Do you think what you saw there is wrong? You disagree with
Are
it?
you deaf? I said I don't want to talk to you.
Why are you so angry? It's a nice...
I asked this next lady if she thought Palestine Action should have been proscribed.
Sorry, I don't negotiate with terrorists.
You don't negotiate with terrorists?
No.
What, Palestine Action?
No, yourselves.
I'm a terrorist.
Good.
What have I done that's terrorism?
And this next lady who I'm about to show you, she ran off to try and get me in trouble with the police for daring to ask her a question. I asked her the question specifically because, as you'll see from the clip you're about to see, she was filming me with her mobile phone.
Hello. Why are you here today? Do you mind me asking? Do you think Palestine Action should have been proscribed? There's a lot of disagreement about that. Do you think they should have been prescribed a terrorist organisation?
Stop harassing me, please.
Okay.
This man is harassing me. Can you do something about it?
How is he harassing you?
He's putting that thing on my face.
I asked you a question. You could have said go away. You could have asked me to go away.
I walked away from him and he came around me. So you don't care that he's harassing me?
And I saw you do exactly the same as you were coming in his face. So
because he came around me. Because he came around and put the thing on my face.
He's not there now.
He came around.
We'll carry on about our day.
So we can feel safer.
But even more chillingly, this next guy told me that everyone should support Hamas.
Israel is a terrorist.
Israel a terrorist?
Yes.
Okay.
He has to be arrested.
Are Hamas terrorists?
No.
No.
They are defending their country. They are fighting for their freedom.
So
and Israel is the occupier.
Are you saying you support Hamas?
Yeah. We support the people who liberate Palestine.
You saying you support Hamas?
No, I'm not for Hamas. We support the people who liberate Palestine.
I'm going to go, yeah?
So you don't support Hamas?
We support the people who liberate for Palestine, who fight for Palestine, and who oppose Israel. Okay, thank you. Huh?
Can you give a straight answer? So do you support Hamas or not?
Why should you give a straight answer? I am giving you that we support people who liberate Israel.
You said Hamas are just defending their country.
Yes, they are supporting country. Yes.
So you support what they're doing?
Well, I don't say I support. They are defending their country. Everybody should support them.
Everybody should support them, apparently. And talking of Hamas, this woman seems to have forgotten what happened in Israel on October the 7th.
Saying you can't condemn Israel for killing babies and civilians, and at the same time not condemn Hamas for doing the same thing. That's my point.
No, Hamas hasn't been doing this since 1948.
As to what happened on October the 7th? Did babies and civilians die on October the 7th? And the fact you don't have an answer, is telling. There we go. Very telling. Two-tier hypocrisy.
And the day concluded with our friend, the shouter, again. Later on, he and a photographer friend of his ran over to me after the Met Police escorted us to safety when a mob surrounded me and my cameraman. And after sticking up a finger at me, he bizarrely asked who I like sleeping with.
He kicks off every time.
Hello, let's play cat and mouse. Let's play cat and mouse. Hello, I'll smile for the camera. There you go. Cheese.
Are you gay?
Am I gay? I know you guys.
Are you looking for a date?
I know.
Are you looking for a date?
You're not my type, unfortunately, mate.
Sorry.
Muslims don't dance here. No.
You're not my type, brother. Sorry.
Some are.
What's that?
Maybe next weekend I might be tempted. You'll have to pay me though. I didn't think Muslims like gays anyway. Using the internet without a VPN, a virtual private network, is a bit like taking to the road without car insurance. All it takes is one unlucky moment to cost you a lot of cash. This video's sponsor is Private Internet Access. They are the VPN to help keep you safe. Click the link in the description below to find out why over 30 million people have downloaded PIA to protect themselves online. A virtual private network is an app that hides your IP address and helps keep your data private. When you're browsing the internet at home, you give up a large amount of data to businesses, to shops, and indeed to social media giants too. Hackers have the ability to steal your personal data with ease, including sensitive information such as passwords, keystrokes, and even your personal photos. Private Internet Access helps protect your personal data by encrypting your internet connection to keep your data out of the hands of cyber criminals. And it's not just hackers either to be concerned about. Information can be censored too. When Canada passed their C-18 bill, social media giants decided to ban news content on their platforms. But PIA can protect your ability to consume the news and content you love. Private Internet Access is available for Windows users, Mac OS, Android, Linux, iOS, and you can use one PIA subscription to protect an unlimited amount of devices. And we've got a huge GB News discount for you too. Click the link in this video's description and you'll get a massive 83% off PIA. That's under £2 a month, the price of a coffee, and you'll get an extra 4 months completely free on top. Also, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee too. Visit piavpn.com/GB News to start protecting yourself digitally today.
So there we go, 42 arrests, support for a proscribed organisation, but equally as concerning in my book is the swathes of support from people who don't seem to have a brain cell between them. Well, let's get the thoughts of my panel now, the former Labour Special Advisor Paul Richards, former Scotland Yard detective Peter Blexley and the journalist and broadcaster Linda Jubilee. Good evening, panel. Hope you've all enjoyed the sun. Linda, we'll start with you. Ladies first, what's your take on, A, the demonstrations today, the fact that people are supporting a proscribed organisation, but B, the selection of attendees I just shared with you there?
Well, the fact is, it's a proscribed organisation, prescribed as terrorists. They've caused millions of pounds of damage at Brize Norton, which is a military base. That's it. End of. They're terrorists. That's it. OK? So there's no discussion about that. But the fact of the matter is, they witter on about having a just cause. Now, and then they compare themselves to the suffragettes. I don't think there's any comparison there at all. It's just so annoying.
What's the difference then? Because that guy who I was trying to speak with, but he was, you know, intent on interrupting me and not having a conversation, and then said I was evil.
Well, one of the
he was saying the suffragettes did the same thing.
Well, one of the differences is that the suffragettes knew exactly what they were protesting about. They knew exactly what they wanted to get, which was the vote for women. They knew exactly how they were going to try and get it, which was mostly protest by peaceful means. And that is not the same as going to Brize Norton and spray painting aircraft that are supposed to be defending our nation with paint.
Yeah.
Because that does have a serious effect on the engines as well. I've been told that.
Right, £7 million worth of damage. Paul Richards, what's your take on all this?
Well, I think the tragedy and the irony is that these people put the likelihood of Palestinian statehood further away. So the cause that they espouse, which is a legitimate, democratic, pluralistic state for the Palestinian people, is being kind of fatally undermined by these kinds of idiots. And there is a weird psychosis on the left, the cosplay, the putting on of the scarves, all of this sort of rhetoric, largely motivated by anti-Jew feelings, sort of hatred towards the Jews, anti-Semitism. And the great irony is also they think they're the good guys.
Yeah.
So they think they have the moral high ground when they are espousing views which are morally repugnant.
And they're always just so nasty as well. I mean, I'm not a sensitive Sally, but I mean, it is people on the left Peter, who are always very vicious, very nasty, quick to try and shut you down, censor you. I mean, I did a report with Dawn Neeson in the day, and they came and draped me in Palestinian flags and so on.
Ben, on a beautiful, sunny July Saturday afternoon, when you could have gone the length and breadth of the country to a village fete, to a church fair, to the glorious and magnificent Wimbledon, or to Lord's where there was a test match on.
Could have gone to the Cotswolds.
You could have had strawberries and cream. You could have had a slice of Victoria sponge and a lovely cup of tea. But no, you went to Parliament Square to be surrounded by that vermin, so we don't have to. Thank you very much indeed.
That's where you're going with it. Thank you. I'll take that. Thank you very much.
I was wondering.
On a more serious note, there were a couple of concerning clips in there, one including the guy who seemed to say he supported Hamas, then clocked on what he was saying and tried to water it down and dilute what he was saying. I mean, that's worrying, isn't it?
My note was serious, Ben, because everything I mentioned was the very best of British. And that rabble are the very worst that we have to offer, supporting a proscribed organisation. I'm delighted that the Metropolitan Police have acted today and have arrested so many. I think there is some blame laid at their doorstep for appeasing the Palestinian protesters. Previously. Yeah. But today, clearly, they arrested people in numbers, and I'm delighted.
But can I just say very, very quickly, because I was watching it live this afternoon when you were down there, bravely facing these people, Ben. But there was one guy who said, you know, you asked him about terrorism. He said, well, it depends on what you mean by terrorism. Do you mean legally, the legal version, or do you mean the technical dictionary version? I thought, for goodness sake, terrorism is terrorism. It comes actually from...
Well, that guy said terrorism in his definition was just a threat to life.
No, that's not.
Well, that's not what it is.
That's not what it is.
But, I mean, I wonder of those sort of 50-odd arrested, how many are sort of just, middle-class do-gooders who've been brainwashed?
Well, they all were. I saw them.
Who are now, their lives are ruined and may well face criminal, they may face prison sentences, actually.
Oh, how delightful a prospect that is.
Yeah, and they were. I mean, they've been arrested and proceedings are active, so you need to be careful with what they're saying. But I mean, you're not wrong. They were of. I mean, one guy was sort of 50, 60. Another lady I saw getting bundled into the meat wagon was about.
Who've somehow fallen in with this crowd and for 2 years now have been brainwashed. Now they're going to face all kinds of charges.
Credit to the Met Police today. There was an incident with. I just finished doing a piece with Dawn Neeson in the day. We went off air and suddenly, like a swarm of wasps, we were surrounded. My cameraman, our security guy who was with us, we were swarmed. And it got a little bit tetchy. And the Met Police, Peter, I have a go at the police from time to time. I do respect them, but I criticise them when they deserve it. But today, they were brilliant with us. They really helped us out, and we, were allowed to get out of there quite safely. And then when they had to, they nicked these people.
And you know what? If any of those people that surrounded you had got gloved up and entered a ring, which none of them would do, they wouldn't last a millisecond.
What, with me or you?
Either of us. They are cowards. It is mob rule, the tyranny of a minority mob rule, and well done the Met for acting robustly
I think I
today.
might stand a chance as well if I put the gloves on.
Well, probably not wrong. Right, panel, thank you very much. Great start. Let us know what you think at home. GVnews.com/your say. I can see all your comments coming in. Lots of you calling them renter mobs. Actually, that's a great point. Maggie, you've said that. Good evening, Maggie. They are renter mobs. I said earlier today, just before we move on, I recognised 2 or 3 of these protesters today from being on Just Stop Oil protests from last year. They were the same people. So I don't know who's funding them, where they're from, who's coordinating it, but that was a fact.